welcome back to KAMMA. I'm Khalil Deal.
Mandio.
And we are back to talk about our final predictions, thoughts, and face-offs for UFC Vegas 111. And we just finished watching the face-offs earlier this morning. This afternoon. It was around 12 p.m. Eastern time. The weigh-ins and then the face-offs were right after. So it was really cool to see them coming right after the weigh-ins, getting right into the face-off. So we're actually seeing these guys like pretty much right after the weigh-ins. So it's exactly how they looked at that time. So we're going to start off with a newly added fight because a lot of fights got changed around here. As you can see, we got a newly added fight. Zach Reese is going to be fighting now Jackson McVeigh. What ended up happening is it was pretty crazy, man. First, as we know, Jackson McVeigh was supposed to fight Deontay Johnson. Well, first he was supposed to fight Robert Valentin. That one got canceled because Valentin got a back injury. Then he was supposed to fight Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson, I don't know what happened. The fight just fizzled. And now Zach Reese stepping up on short notice here to face him. So who do you got here against Zach Reese against Jackson McVeigh here, Andio?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Zach Reese on this one. More UFC experience. This fight is going to be at 195, not 185, probably to give Zach Reese a little bit of a break. And I just think Jackson McVeigh's a little too green here, and I think Reese has been through a little adversity, and I don't think Jason McVeigh's striking is going to be able to catch Reese's chin as it dangles out there sometimes. So give me Reese by knockout or sub.
Yeah, man. I was happy to see that at least somebody is going to face this guy because we didn't want to lose another fight. We're already down to 12 fights here. So, I got to go with Zach Reese, man. This is a aggressive finisher. He likes to overwhelm his opponents with strikes and takedowns. He likes to get those early finishes. He doesn't care about winning rounds. He wants to get the fight over with and done with. He wants to finish his opponent, doesn't want to leave it to the judges. He's got really good strikes. He's got good elbows and submissions. He's known for multiple wins by knockout and submission, often in the first round. Jackson McVeigh, we talked about him. This guy's also fairly good. I mean, he's got the full training camp, but I still think that Zach Reese is going to get the job done. If we look at physically here, Jackson McVeigh just a tiny bit taller, not even really by much, and he's in also pretty good shape. But Zach Reese is the bigger guy. He's more muscular and more built and more ripped as well, and he's the bigger guy in size, I find. I'm going to go with Zach Reese to get the finish as well by knockout or submission.
I don't see this fight going past 1.5 rounds.
Definitely don't see it going anywhere very far. That's for sure. Yeah. So, all right. So we're in agreement with the first fight of the prelims. Let's move on up to the next fight here. And this is in order, by the way. This is in the right order. So we got Miles Johns versus Daniel Marcos. I'm sticking to the script. I'm sticking to Daniel Marcos. You can see here he's the taller fighter over Miles Johns. He's in good shape. He's ripped. He's built. Miles Johns is obviously the shorter fighter, but he is a little bit more muscular and a little bit more bigger than Daniel Marcos. Now, Daniel Marcos is taller. He's ripped and he's in good shape, but Miles Johns is shorter but bigger and more muscular. I definitely still like Daniel Marcos in this one, though. I think he gets the job done, man. I think he's got the striking skills a little bit better than Miles Johns, a little bit sharper and crisper. Give me Daniel Marcos to win here by knockout or decision.
Yeah, give me the better. He's a better striker, and he doesn't get tired either, I noticed. So that'll be enough for me against Miles Johns. You can't always count on his wrestling, but Marcos is not the easiest to take down in the first place. So I see him getting a knockout or decision here, but
Nice.
probably decision.
Yeah, so we're still in agreement with the second fight of the prelims here. Let's move on up to the third fight of the prelims here. The ladies are going at it here. We got Tisha Pennington against Denise Gomez, who you have here, Andy O, for this one.
Yeah, Tisha Pennington getting up there in age a bit. I think we're going to see her slow down a tad, compared to how fast she used to be. I like Denise Gomes here with her power. And Tisha Pennington doesn't historically have much more volume than Gomez, and Gomez has a lot more power here. So I'm looking for her to get the decision or the knockout. Tisha Pennington, very scrambly, very hard to catch a knockout. So decision.
Yeah, I noticed here in the face-offs, man, Tisha Pennington looking extremely skinny. You can see the waist there, very skinny. She's obviously muscular though, still and built. She's ripped, of course. She's shorter than Denise Gomez, which I really like to see. But you can see here that Denise Gomez is the bigger of the two. She's bigger than Tisha Pennington. She's also ripped and muscular and built as well. She's taller and looks bigger and stronger, I find, than Tisha Pennington here. And I just think that she's going to crack harder. Her punches are going to land harder, and she's going to be able to do some damage to Tisha Pennington. Also, I can see some grappling happening here, where Denise Gomez could get Tisha Pennington down, get on top of her, and lay some ground and pound there as well. I like Denise Gomez in this one by knockout or decision. All right, so we're still in agreement with this fight here. Let's move on up to the next fight here. We got the heavyweights going at it here, the big boys here. Josh Hockett against Max Jimenez, who you have, NDO.
I'm going to go with Josh Hockett here. I think one of these guys is going to finish the other, but I like Hockett's athleticism. Uh, not that Hockett fought the best of the best, but Jimenez fought like nobody. And I think the UFC likes this guy also. So for those reasons, I'm going to lean on Hockett getting the win here by finish. I see it's probably going to come on the feet, but he also, I think he can stop this guy from getting him down also. Yeah, so give me knockout or sub, probably knockout.
By the way, my fault on that one, NDO. It was my turn. I gave it to you, but it's all good.
I just took it.
Hey, who cares, man? So we got Josh Hockett here. I like Josh Hockett. Look at the physicality between the two now. This guy, Max Jimenez, is huge. He's a big guy. You can see here he's much bigger than Josh Hockett, but not bigger in a muscular way. He's bigger in a chunky way. You can see here that he's got more blubber. He's obviously fatter than Josh Hockett. You can see around the stomach there. He does have some big arms, though. But he is the more chunky, chubbier guy. Whereas Josh Hockett, he's more ripped and more built and muscular than Max. Also, height-wise, these two are pretty much the same height. I did notice in the face-offs, though, that Jimenez was wearing shoes and Hockett was in sandals. So I'm pretty sure that Hockett is even taller once we get in the cage. So definitely like Josh Hockett here. And he's a finisher, man. I got him winning by knockout or submission. I just don't see Jimenez using his jiu-jitsu being so big there. If he gets him down, maybe, but I think that Josh Hockett will be slicker and faster and not get taken down that easy. All right, so we are in agreement with Josh Hockett here as well. I got him winning by knockout or submission. All right, so let's move on up to the ladies here. And we got Mayra Bueno Silva against Jacqueline Cavalcanti. It is supposed to be your turn at this point, so you go ahead, Andy. Who you got here?
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go with Jacqueline Cavalcante here. Thing with her, man, what makes her stick out against a lot of these other women fighters is her slick and smooth striking. Like a lot of girls, it looks like such a chore and so much of a problem, but it seems natural for her. And I think being that Bueno Silva gets hit a lot and doesn't throw as much as she gets hit, and Cavalcante throws a lot and doesn't get hit as much as she gets hit, I expect that to happen, but I expect Jacqueline Cavalcante to hit her even more in the face, bloody her up good, fend off some takedowns, and get a knockout or a decision. Maybe even a doctor stoppage knockout. I see Bueno Silva's face getting all mashed up in this one. Get those straight shots going, that jab going. Yeah, knockout or decision.
Hey, you got some construction going on over there at your house there, Andy? Oh, here's some banging there, a bit of banging noises there.
I didn't notice, but Now it
Yeah,
may
he heard.
bother me. Thank you for bringing it
Yeah, yeah,
up.
yeah. Heard that there. Yeah. So, all right. So, maybe got some construction going on. Who knows? But anyways, yeah. So, this fight here, I got to go with Jacqueline Cavalcanti as well. You can see here she's the taller fighter, and she's in good shape, man. She's muscular. She's built. She's got very good shape. And Mara Bueno Silva is the shorter fighter. She's also in decent shape. Mara Bueno Silva also looks good. She's also kind of muscular and built as well. But you can see that Jacqueline Cavalcanti is more ripped around the stomach area there. Yeah, we know how Mara Bueno Silva fights, man. She gets frustrated in the cage when she doesn't have her way. I can see that Jacqueline Cavalcanti might keep a distance here and, just create space so that Mara Buena Silva can't get in close to clinch up with her and get her down. I think that Jacqueline Cavalcanti will hit her with some good jabs, some good punches, leg kicks, which will frustrate the hell out of Mara Buena Silva because she won't be able to get in close. Now, if Mara Bueno Silva does get in close, though, and does happen to get a takedown, there is a solid chance, a good path to victory for her would be to go for the submission. She is a submission specialist, has a variety of submissions. So if she gets the fight to the ground, Jacqueline could be in trouble. But I think Jacqueline's going to be able to fend off some takedowns, keep the fight standing, keep her distance, and piece up Mara Buena Silva on the feet. So give me Jacqueline Cavalcanti to win this one by knockout or decision. So me and Andy O still in agreement with this fight here. All right, let's move on up to the next fight here. We got Ricky Simon against Raoni Barcelos here. For this one here, I'm sticking with Ricky Simon, man. I had to notice this, man. And I don't know if you guys noticed this, but if you look at Ricky Simon's nipple, okay, it's pointy, okay? He's got the pointy nipple, okay?
I can't say that I did.
Yeah, now
I
this
can't
is
say.
called the steroids nipple, okay? And a lot of bodybuilders know this. People know this who are in the in this type of industry. They know that when you're on the juice, your nipples do get hard and pointy like that, okay? And you see the white tip, that's from the roids. Now, I can see here that Ricky Simon is much bigger. He's super built this time around. You can see he's bigger, he's ripped, he's muscular, and he looks in phenomenal shape. And that's got to be whatever juice he's taking, because I never seen Ricky Simon look this fucking massive here. Now, Raoni Barcelos, this guy, as usual, he's always in good shape. He's always ripped. He's always in good shape. But he is looking like the skinnier guy between the two. He's obviously got the height advantage there a little bit. He's taller, but Ricky Simon is bigger, and I definitely like that. I'm going for Ricky Simon to get the win. I'm going to say that Ricky Simon wins this one by knockout or decision. I don't think he subs Barcelos, but the ground and pound knockout could be something, or just win a decision there. You never know with the sub, but you can see that he only has he has 4 subs, 11 decisions, 7 knockouts. Barcelos, has he been subbed recently? He's only been subbed once in his career, man. So, and that's a long time ago. I don't see Ricky Simon getting a sub. Give me knockout or decision for Ricky Simon.
And this is a very tough fight to call, but I'm going to still go with Ricky Simon. I think he should have the better gas tank in this, and I think he's going to be able to fend off a couple of takedowns and maybe get a takedown of his own. Raoni Barcelos has been fighting pretty well lately. He's on a 3-fight winning streak here, beating Garbrandt, Talbot, and Quinones. But yeah, as I said before, I don't think he has enough to scrape by in this fight. Still very sketchy, this one for me, but I am gonna lean with Ricky Simon and get the decision or knockout.
Nice. So we're in agreement with this one as well. Nice. So we're agreeing on everything in the prelims so far. So that's really good, man. We're both agreeing on every single fight so far. Let's get to the main event of the prelims here.
Okay, we got Jamal Emmers and Haider Emil. So here, I'm going to whip out a good dog play, and I'm going to go with Jamal Emmers because he should win this fight. He's a better athlete. one thing Hyder Emil does, the way he got knocked out his last fight, is he ducks down and leaves his head wide open for a knee. Emmers can give knees. I think him and his team have to be looking for this. Theoretically, Emil could have been knocked out like that in every single one of his fights. I'm not saying he's not a tough guy. He can withstand punishment. He comes forward. But I think Emmers can be more technical. If he comes at him, he's got to get out of his way. Try to cling on to him, maybe get him down because he has some grappling, and just be the smarter fighter in there. So I'm going to look for Emmers to keep an eye out for that knee when Hyder Emil is coming in. And one other thing, we're not accounting for the fact that Hyder Emil, his chin may be a little worse off after that hit. Sometimes one is all it takes. Maybe he's not going to fight with the same kind of style. We're going to have to see, but I think it's a good play on Emmers here. So I got Jamal Emmers by decision or knockout.
Yeah, no, this is with the one we disagreed in here. I'm going with Hyder Emil in this one here, man. I got to mention, though, when he did get knocked out, Hyder Emil, it was by ground and pound TKO. It wasn't like a straight knockout punch where he just went out cold and flatline.
Still, he kneed him in the face, and then he finished him off. Yeah, but
Jose Delgado kneed him. That's right. He hit him with the knee, and then he went on the ground, and then Delgado got on top of him and then just started punching him, and then, of course, it was stopped. So it was a TKO. But on the other hand, as well, the same thing happened to Emmers a couple fights ago against Nate Landwehr, where he got uppercutted, and then he got hit with a right hook, and then was hammer-fisted until that one got stopped as well. So they both got knocked out, in the not too far past. So, this fight's going to be a good one. I think it's going to be a banger of a fight. But I just think Hyder Emil is going to want to come back from that loss. I know that Jamal Emmers did get the knockout on Gabriel Miranda, but Gabriel Miranda is not that great, man. 17-7. Emil lost to a 9-1 guy. You know what I mean? And Jose Delgado. I think that the opponent's a little bit better. So I'm going to go with Hyder Emil here to make a comeback off that loss and get the win here. I think he wins by knockout or decision. So there you have it, folks. Me and Andy O only disagreeing on one fight in the prelims. Stay tuned for the main card coming up next. Peace out, KA MMA.